Hello and welcome movie lovers. Hope you're doing well. In this video, we have brought for you. So, let's roll in.
The story begins in the year 1964, where we meet three close friends, Lalita, Ganesh, and Manohar. Lalita and Ganesh are deeply in love, but their families are against it. So the couple decides to run away from home. Their friend Manohar helps them by giving them a place to stay. He tries to calm them down, saying, "Don't worry, your families will accept you soon." But then Ganesh shares a big truth. Lalita is pregnant. He says their families will never believe them now. Hearing this, Manohar goes completely silent. While they're on the way, they come across a bullock cart stuck in the road, carrying a strange statue. Lalita stares at the statue with deep focus, as if it's calling her. Later, Manohar gives them a room to stay. He pretends to be happy, but inside he is jealous and heartbroken. He also had feelings for Lalita, but she never loved him back. That night, he drinks too much alcohol. His mind becomes blurry with pain and jealousy, and in a moment of madness, he takes out a gun from his car, planning something terrible. But suddenly, the lights in the house start flickering. It becomes dark outside. He steps into that strange darkness, trying to see what's going on, but finds nothing. Then he hears a gunshot from the room. Manohar runs back through the darkness and finds something shocking. Lalita and Ganesh have been shot dead, but he had the gun with him the whole time. So who killed them? Now, the story jumps to 2024. We meet a modern couple, Vasant and Aranya, who are partying at a club with friends. One of the friends brings ketamine, a strong drug that makes people feel high. Secretly, Vasant keeps some ketamine with him. During the party, a boy misbehaves with one of their female friends. Vasant gets angry and punches him. The fight gets intense, so everyone leaves. But that same boy follows them and smashes the glass of Vasant's car, shouting threats. Aranya gets scared and suggests they take a break and go to their new vacation home. Vasant agrees. On the way, there's news on TV. A supermoon is happening tonight. It's a rare event where the moon comes very close to Earth. The last time it happened was in 1964. As they drive to their new house, Vasant notices a statue near an intersection. It's the same statue from 1964. He feels like he's seen it before. Aranya says it feels like everything is repeating. Their house is in a place called Coastal Paradise, a new society where no one has moved in yet. They are the first residents. They ask the person handing over the keys about the statue. He explains, long ago, about 40 to 50 years back, this statue was being taken to a fishing village. But due to heavy rain, the truck carrying it got stuck. Another truck came the next day, but it broke down at the exact same spot. Since then, people believe the statue doesn't want to leave this place, so they kept it there. Later, while going out to buy groceries, Vasant sees the same boy from the club. The one he fought with. He shows up, but not to fight. He comes to apologize. Instead of accepting the apology, Vasant steps outside, takes a baseball bat, and breaks the headlight of the boy's bike. "Now we're even," he says calmly. Aranya is shocked at first. She scolds him, asking why he reacted like that. But soon she agrees. Maybe it was the right thing to do. As they return to their society, they notice something odd. The watchman at the gate is missing. Once home, they find a painting delivered to their door, but there's no name, no address. They have no idea who sent it. Later, when they're alone and getting cozy, jokingly playing kabaddi on the bed, the doorbell suddenly rings. Their fun stops right there. It turns out to be Vasant's friend Suresh standing at the door. They're surprised. Why is he visiting so late at night? Suresh says, "You called me and told me to come," but Vasant is confused. He didn't call him. Suresh insists and says he'll show the call on his phone, but he left the phone in the car. After chatting a bit, Suresh gets ready to leave. While leaving, he says, "Fix the time on your wall clock." We now see that a phone call really made from Vasant's phone to Suresh. Now we see he left. Vasant gets a call from boss and goes out to the balcony to talk. When he returns, they hear a strange sound. Then all the lights go out. The backup generator should have started, but with no watchman around, Vasant and Aranya go to start it themselves. The lights come back, but suddenly, Aranya feels like someone is watching them. They look around but find no one. Just then, two streetlights turn off, leaving a dark patch in the middle of the road. Aranya looks out the window and notices something strange. The house across the street has its lights on, but the project manager had told them they were the first people to move into the society. So who could be in that house? The watchman calls and explains, "My child is sick. I'm at the hospital." Vasant asks, "Has anyone else moved into this place?" The watchman replies, "No, that house hasn't been sold yet." Suddenly, they hear a weird, eerie sound. Vasant steps out to check. On the way, he crosses that same dark stretch of road again. When he reaches the house, the light is off, as if no one was ever there. But outside the house, he spots something, a used cigar butt, still warm. He returns home, confused. The light was on, and now it's off. Could it be that same boy messing with them? As Vasant is deep in thought, Aranya shouts again. The house across the street has its lights on again. Now both Vasant and Aranya walk together toward the house. They again pass through the dark patch. This time, the light is still on. As they peek through the window, they are shocked. The house is exactly like theirs. Same furniture, same setup. Everything is identical. But what shakes them the most is what they see next. Inside the house, they see their own lookalikes. Panicking, they run back home. Their hearts are racing. What's going on? Are we seeing ourselves in another house? They wonder. Vasant shows the cigar butt to Aranya and says, "I found this outside that house. That means someone else is here, a third person who is playing games with us." Aranya brings Vasant a box of cigars. "I ordered these from abroad," she says. "They're not sold anywhere in India." Vasant is shocked. The cigar he found earlier outside the strange house is exactly the same. If only I have these, how did that one get there? They're confused. Then they remember. When they ran from the other house, they knocked over a flower pot. Strangely, that same flower pot is now broken at their own place. Did someone come here too? Is everything being copied? Scared, they jump into their car to leave, but something strange happens. No matter which way they drive, they keep returning to the same place. On the dark road, they even see the back of their own car ahead. It's like they're stuck in a loop. From above, it looks like they're trapped inside a dark, egg-shaped zone. Back home, they find the painting broken. Aranya calls emergency services. Vasant calls Suresh and says, "Everything's gone wrong since you came here." But Suresh says, "I never came. Are you okay? I'll come now." Vasant is stunned. Suresh had come earlier and said he was called, but Vasant only called him just now. How did he come before? Suddenly, the curtain catches fire. Vasant puts it out. Aranya says, "But I put out all the candles after the lights came on. How did this happen?" They realize someone must have entered while they were gone, lit candles, broke the painting. Then they see the house across the street is also on fire, the same curtain burning. Is the same thing happening there? Aranya wonders. To test it, Vasant turns the lights on and off. A few seconds later, the house across does the same. Vasant writes a note. "We don't want to harm you. We're friendly." He crosses the dark road, leaves the note at the house, and returns. But soon they find the same note left at their own door, like someone brought it back. Vasant writes another. "We got your message. We're peaceful." He decides to go alone this time so Aranya can see if anyone comes. Before he can step out, someone slips the same note under the door, the one he just wrote, and it has a fold mark in the same place. It's like their actions are being copied, or happening at the same time. Suddenly, Vasant's double enters the house and attacks him. Aranya hits him with a bat, and he runs. But they notice something. This other Vasant has a face injury, and now the real Vasant has the same wound. Angry, Vasant grabs the bat and runs to the other house to stop him. But through the window, he sees a horrifying scene. His lookalike is fighting with Aranya and kills her. Vasant runs back home, shocked by what he just saw. His lookalike killing Aranya. But he doesn't tell her anything. As he enters the house, he hears the clock ringing. When he left, it was 2 a.m., but now the clock shows 1 a.m. Did I just go back in time? He wonders. Even stranger, the burnt curtain is fine, and the broken painting is perfectly fixed. Vasant remembers, What he saw in the other house had happened at 1:30 am. That means it's going to happen here soon. Scared, he panics. Will I end up killing Aranya? To be safe, he throws away the ketamine and alcohol he had hidden. What if I do something crazy while drunk, he thinks. Then they both see their car driving off and entering the dark area again. That's when it hits Vasant. When we left earlier, we passed through that darkness too. He realizes anything that goes into that dark space doesn't return the same. But then, why didn't they disappear? Or have they? Every time they leave and return, things inside the house change, little differences they didn't notice at first. What if we've been entering different houses each time without knowing it? Vasant wonders. We might not even be in our own house anymore. He continues thinking, every time we go out, we don't check the clock. What if each trip through the darkness sends us to a new timeline? Aranya says, maybe that dark zone is like a switch, jumping us between timelines. If we stay still and wait, we might figure out how to return to our real one. Then Aranya picks up her diary and finds something shocking. The conversation they're having right now, it's already written down, word for word. That means it's happened before. Hoping to fix things, they again cross the dark road and enter another timeline. Inside the house, they find themselves again, and it's the moment when Vasant gets a call. But this time, it's not from his boss. It's from Prabha, Aranya's best friend. She was the one who sent the painting. Suddenly, a big secret is revealed. Vasant is having an affair with Prabha. Aranya is crushed. Vasant tries to explain. At the party that night, she came close to me. I pushed her away. Nothing happened, but yes, I made a mistake. Hurt and furious, Aranya walks away and crosses the dark zone alone, disappearing into another timeline. Vasant chases after her, calling her name, but can't reach her. From then on, he keeps going through the dark road, timeline after timeline, trying to find her. In every version, he sees different versions of himself and Aranya, but not the one he's looking for. Until, in one timeline, he sees something that gives him hope. Aranya isn't dead. She had only fainted. He rushes to her and splashes water on her face, and slowly she opens her eyes. After passing through 5 or 6 different timelines, Vasant ends up in one where the lights had just gone out, the same moment when he and Aranya had once gone to start the generator. Now he realizes the person Aranya saw that night was Vasant himself, a version of him from another timeline. In the next jump, he reaches a timeline where the house is empty. Out of frustration and helplessness, Vasant starts breaking everything. This is the moment when the painting got broken. Vasant is lost. He doesn't know where Aranya is or how to find her. Then suddenly the strange dark area disappears because the moon gets covered by clouds. The supermoon effect is gone. Just then, the police arrive. Remember, Aranya had made an emergency call earlier. Vasant tells them, "My wife is missing. She made the call." But when he tries to explain how she disappeared, it sounds impossible. The police think he's lying. They suspect he might have hurt or killed her, so they arrest him. While in custody, Vasant blames himself for everything. He decides, I must find her and bring her back. So he escapes from the police station. Near the statue intersection, he spots a strange old car. It slows down when it sees him, then drives ahead. Curious, Vasant follows it. The car leads him to an older man. Vasant says, "I don't know why, but I felt I should follow you. It feels like I've known you before." Manohar replies, "I came here because I heard a voice I once heard years ago." Manohar tells his story. "That night, I had only one thought, to kill my friends. But before I could, someone else shot them. I ran after the killer and saw myself, my own look-alike. I told the court, but everyone laughed at me. They thought I was mad, but no one could prove I was crazy." Vasant asks, "Why is all this happening?" Manohar explains, "Back during British rule, there was a secret research facility. No one knows what exactly they were doing. But in 1941, there was a huge accident. Its effects are still happening even today. What happened to me 60 years ago is happening to you now." He explains, "In quantum physics, it's called superposition. In simple terms, it means parallel realities, different versions of us existing in different timelines." We think past and future move in a straight line, but science says multiple realities can exist at once. Manohar talks about scientist Roding Parr's theory. If you lock a cat in a box with a cake laced with poison, in traditional science, the cat will either live or die. But modern science says both are possible. The cat can be alive and dead in two realities. He continues, the dark place you talked about is a portal, a pathway to other timelines. Every time you cross it, you enter a new version of reality. This kind of path is called a wormhole. A wormhole links multiple timelines and parallel universes. But the moment you're inside one timeline, that becomes your only reality. And you won't even realize you've shifted because time itself is just an illusion. Manohar looks at Vasant and says, you've disappeared from your wife's reality. In her world, she might have come to me just like you did and heard all this from me too. Vasant asks desperately, please, just tell me, how can I find her? Manohar replies, maybe the supermoon is the key. Every time this event has happened, strange things followed. The sky is clear now, but in 45 minutes, the clouds will hide the moon again. That's all the time you have. He adds something serious. If you can't find the reality where your wife is alone, remember, only one version of you can exist in a single timeline. I hope you understand what that means. Vasant nods and rushes back, but when he reaches the house, the police are already there and try to catch him. At the last moment, he sees a wormhole appear and escapes through it. The police officer follows, unknowingly entering a new timeline himself. In this new reality, Vasant sees Aranya, alone. He runs into the house, but to his shock, another Vasant is already there. He thinks, if I kill him, I can take his place and be with Aranya again. But the plan fails. Aranya attacks him to save the Vasant she knows, so he flees again. In the next timeline, Aranya surprises him with big news. She's pregnant. She gives him a gift box with a cigar, symbolizing celebration. Here, both of them are happy and in love. Vasant feels their joy and chooses not to ruin it, quietly moving on to another timeline. Now he enters a reality where no one is there. The house is empty. He breaks down thinking, I'm going to be a father, but I've lost my wife. Just then the police arrive, and finally Aranya appears too. Vasant's heart fills with joy. He believes he's finally found his Aranya. They return home together. On the way, Vasant apologizes to Prabha for the past. Aranya smiles, it's okay, I've forgiven him. But Vasant is confused. How did she forgive him without knowing what happened? He asks, tell me, what happened that night? Aranya says, the power went out. You went to start the generator but didn't come back. I panicked and called the police. I only returned when they arrived. Vasant realizes the truth. This isn't his Aranya. It's the version from this timeline. The wormhole is now closed. He can't go back. So he quietly accepts his fate and becomes this timeline's Vasant. Later, they stop to refuel. Vasant goes into the bathroom. Moments later, another Vasant walks out. Same clothes, same injuries, same face. But now the question is, which Vasant is this? Is he the one we've been following? Who is searching missing Aranya, or another Vasant from another timeline? The screen fades to black, leaving our minds spinning. Remember when Vasant first entered the portal? He thought he returned to his world, but he didn't. He landed in a different reality. So the Aranya he kept searching for, the one he stayed with through half the movie, wasn't his real Aranya. His original Aranya might still be waiting for him in some other reality. And the Aranya from that timeline, the one who walked away in anger, may have also ended up in another reality. Who knows? Maybe she landed somewhere where only she exists. Maybe she found another Vasant. Or maybe she's still lost, searching, just like he was. And in the final scene, we saw two Vasants, but only one walked out of the bathroom. The story felt confusing. So many questions. What's real? Who's who? But in the second half, everything slowly makes sense. We realize this film is about realities blending together, many versions of the same people, in many timelines. And here's a hidden detail. Manohar also crossed the dark portal, so maybe he too is living in a different reality, not the one he started in. The Manohar who helped Vasant, he wasn't the Manohar from the start. They were two different versions from two different realities. Even the policeman who followed Vasant, he stepped into another timeline, unknowingly leaving his own world behind. And now, here's a question for you. If you found a portal to another reality and saw a version of yourself living a rich and luxurious life, would you try to take their place? Or would you return to your original life? Let us know your answer in the comments. And if you like this explanation, drop a like or dislike.
Thanks for watching, and hope you have enjoyed this. See you in next amazing video. Till then, take care and best wishes, but don't forget to like and subscribe.